How is everybody doing? This is Justin coming at you from Orion Lending, and this face toner is working well. I am looking young. Anyway, deceiving to some. Anyway, I wanted to touch base with you guys today on getting in touch with you, yourself, and your star player, but for this is a special edition for loan officers. And I'm just going to go through some of the best practices that I have seen in the 20 years in the mortgage business, what works and what does not, what some of the consistent top producers are doing. So I'm going to do some of the videos on this. Now, the first and foremost mistake that I think a loan officer, or anybody in this industry for that matter, makes a mistake on is selling the wrong thing. And the wrong thing, especially in the environment that we are in today, is selling rate. How in the world are you going to sell rate and rate only? Your borrowers will leave you in the drop of a hat. I am not saying that you're not going to send out any advertising showing that, right? Because that's what everybody does. But keep in mind, when you are conversing with these borrowers, that's not what you want to be selling. You want to be selling the services and knowledge that you provide that they're not going to get anywhere else. That's the angle that you want to come from. Please do not sit there and just quote a rate, because you will be selling insurance in this environment faster than anybody in the history of the industry. So, look, I've seen it happen. I've seen LOs go from funding, 100 loans a month to 5. How does that happen? Selling the wrong things. Now, there are gonna be instances like we've had the last month or two with the rate in environment increasing, still at relatively historical lows, but everybody is spoiled for the rate environment. Right now, you should be learning what alternative programs there are out there that are going to get people in the houses that a year ago wouldn't. I can think of one, the DSCR. Orion's doing 85 LTV. FICO scores down to 620. Rates are still super competitive. But again, you're not selling that. You're selling something that you know about that somebody else probably doesn't. I don't do these programs, but there are alt doc programs. There are bank statement programs. Again, I don't get into that, but yes, there are people that are doing those things. So you want to know for your self-employed borrowers that cannot do a loan because their income due to COVID hits is so bad, but their bank statements are reflecting something different because it's turned around for them. There are alternatives for them to do loans. Also, I've shared many times, cracking into the purchase environment and making that really at the forefront of your mind is super important. But remember this, when you're comparing units to a single family residence, units equals more buying power. And with the rates going up, that's more income for the borrowers to qualify with. So again, look for units. I will forewarn you, properties are going to get a little funky. I've already known that plenty of investors buying, units and adding an ADU. That is not eligible on any agency guideline, period, end of story. So know your guidelines. I would also just remember this, my last point. Don't put yourself into a box. No one can put you into a box but you. Don't put yourself into a box. Just don't sell yourself out. Just go sell something.